All right, guys, get some MLB plays and props for Friday, April 26th slate of games. Trey, leaderboard, start us off.
Yeah, guys, I am 0-0 right now. That's because I gave out the New York Yankees -1.5 on the run line going up against the A's. And that game is currently going, and the A's, they're winning 3-1. Don't know what's going on, but hey, a lot of baseball left. Game's at Yankee Stadium. We got to have faith.
Yep, I'm 0-2. Part of the problem I'm recording at nights the day before is sometimes we get pitching change. Brian Bayo, late scratch. I had the Red Sox first 5 on the money line. I gave out the under 7.5 in the game. Probably wouldn't have mattered, but Jose Ramirez hit a grand slam, and I think it was the third inning. So the under was chalked after that, and the Red Sox money line after the first 5 was also chalked. So an 0-2 day for myself there. Trey, let's go to the props. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I am 0-0 here as well. That's because I gave out Juan Soto over 1.5 hits, runs plus RBIs versus the A's. And that game is still going, like I said. Soto, he did smash a double on his first at-bat, and he's currently up right now. So if we waited like a couple more minutes, I could have maybe a 1-0 day. And then my pitching prop, it was Bailey Ober, under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the White Sox. And he got off the schedule. He's pitching, I guess, today.
Yeah, I think Volpe might have screwed you there. He hit a double. Volpe was on first. I don't know if he got a great get off, but he probably should have had an RBI in that hit. But still a lot of game left. I'm sure you'll get it. I have a 1-0 record right now. Justin Verlander, under 16.5 outs. The Cubs, they didn't put any runs on Justin Verlander, but he had 100 pitches in less than 5 innings. He had an at-bat that was 20 pitches long, just fouling him off. The Cubs were all over him. I think they had 9 base runners against him, just no blood. But they did get to Justin Verlander early, and he was out of the game early. My other batting prop is Bo Bichette to go over 1.5 bases against the Royals. That game's currently in a rain delay in Kansas City. It is still the 6th inning, I believe. He's 0 for 2 so far, so hopefully the game does resume, and he's got 2 more at-bats. Hopefully you can get at that for us. Trey, let's go to the props or the game plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be talking about this Philadelphia Phillies going up against San Diego Padres game. And it's going to be an entertaining game to watch. Both teams, they believe they can win the World Series, and they have loaded batting lineups as well. And this is the first time these two teams will be facing off all season, so there should be some extra juice in this game. I'm going to take the Phillies on the money line here at -120. I love that this game is basically a pick 'em here, especially with these two pitchers on the mound. In Philadelphia, they've actually played better on the road this year than the Padres have at home, and that will show itself here in this game. And that is because of the pitchers on the mound. The Phillies are throwing out Aaron Nola, and Nola, he's 3-1 this year with a 3.16 ERA, paired to a 1.09 WHIP. Nola, he's simply done a great job at keeping the base paths clean, and I do think that's going to continue in this road game. And the Padres, they're throwing out Joe Musgrove here, who has been pretty brutal this year with a 3-2 record with a 5.76 ERA, paired to 1.53 WHIP. And Musgrove, that 3-2 record is a little bit misleading because he's ranked in the bottom 5% of the MLB in the following categories: expected ERA, expected batting average, and expected on-base percentage. He's gotten a little bit lucky and still has had terrible stats. I think it's going to catch up to him here in this game, especially going up against the Phillies lineup. They're loaded, and I think they're going to light Musgrove up in this game. And that is why I'm also going to be giving out the Phillies to score over their team total when it drops. The total line, it's sitting at 7.5, so we might get it at 3.5, maybe 4, 4.5. I don't know. Regardless, either way, they're going to pile on the run. So give me the Phillies on the money line and the over team total.
Yeah, love the plays there, Trey. For my play today, looking at the Cubbies going up against the Boston Red Sox. If nothing changes with the pitching matchup, we have 2 potential Cy Young candidates on the mound early in the season. I'm going to pronounce his name. I'm going to try my best. Shota Imanaga. I don't know if that's correct. Apologies if it's not. He's going for the Chicago Cubs here. He's coming in with a 0.84 ERA to start the year. On the other side is going to be a guy who I talked about last week, Cutter Crawford, who I do believe has potential to win an AL Cy Young this year as well. He's coming in with a 0.66 ERA. I'm going to take the under, but I'm going to take the under in the first 5 innings between these two teams with both the studs on the mound. Starting with Shota, he had a 0 ERA through the first 3 games. And then against the Marlins in his last game, he did give up his first run of the season, giving up 2 in that game. He still comes into this one with a sub-1 ERA and a sub-1 WHIP, one of the best pitchers to start the year. For the Red Sox, Cutter Crawford has been probably the best pitcher over the first 5 games of the year, only giving up 2 runs while striking out 30 in his first 5 games. He's coming into this game with also a sub-1 WHIP and a sub-1 ERA. I don't think either of these teams offensively will be able to touch their the opponent's pitching. I do like the first 5 because both of these guys, while being dominant over the start of the season, have only got a max of 6 innings in any of their starts. Hopefully, both of these guys will be out there 5 innings, scoreless innings of baseball. So give me the under here on the first 5 as the play. Trey, let's go over to the props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Randy Arozarena here, and I'm going to take him to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs going up against the White Sox. I love this over for Arozarena in this game, even though we have seen him struggle this season because Randy, he's played in 25 games so far, and he has a 158 batting average, but he still does have 7 RBIs and 12 runs scored, not to mention his 3 dingers as well. And I do expect Arozarena to have a great game here, and that is mostly due to his matchup against Chris Flexen. Flexen, he's been brutal this season with an expected slugging percentage of .540, which is ranked in the bottom 6% of the MLB. He's been getting lit up this year, and I think Randy is just going to pick that up and run with it. And I expect Flexen to leave one out in the middle of the plate. And Arozarena, he might take him yard in this game. That's because Randy, he's 2-2 in his career against Chris Flexen, and one of those hits was a massive home run. I expect Randy Arozarena to finish with a great stat line in this game. That's why I'm going with him to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs versus the White Sox.
Yep, love the play there, Trey. For my batting prop tonight, give me Brandon Nimmo of the Mets going up against the St. Louis Cardinals over 1.5 bases. Brandon Nimmo has recorded a total of 1 hit over the last 6 games, and he's in desperate need of finding a couple base knocks in this one. He's going to get the perfect guy to go up against. Miles McCollum is going to be on the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals. The last time I gave out one of my favorite players, Patrick Corbin, he had probably his best performance of his career against the Dodgers. I need my other guy, Miles, here to continue being horrible how he's been all season long. He's coming into this game with a 6.49 ERA, and he's given up at least 7 hits in 3 of the first 5 starts. He's given up a total of 33 hits in 26 innings, and I'm not just necessarily looking for him to give up runs in this game. I'm looking for him to give up some base knocks to this New York Mets team. I think Brandon Nimmo is in store for a huge bounce-back performance. He's getting the best guy on the mound to do it against. Give me Brandon Nimmo here over 1.5 bases as the play. Trey, let's go to the pitching props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Kyle Harrison here, and I'm going to take him to go over 1.5 walks allowed versus the Pirates. I love this under for Harrison in this game. We're going to see him wheel and deal throughout this one. In my opinion, not walk any batters. Harrison, he was the Giants' #1 prospect before this year, and he's definitely showed that this season. He will continue to show up here in this game, and I believe that for a few reasons. The first reason is because Harrison is one of the best controlled pitchers in the major leagues, even at a young age. He only has a 6.6% walk rate. So for Harrison to hit over this 1.5 walks allowed, he's going to have to face 30 batters in this game, which he has not done at all this year because Harrison, he's only averaged facing 22.8 batters per game. And so far this year, Harrison, he's only allowing 1 walk per start on average. And yes, the Pirates, they are one of the best teams in the MLB at drawing walks, but I have more confidence in Harrison here than I do in the slumping Pirates. Give me Kyle Harrison to go under 1.5 walks allowed versus the Pirates.
Yeah, Trey, I like the play there from you. For my play today, give me Zac Gallen going back to the well here. Under 2.5 earned runs going up against the Mariners. Last time I gave him out, it was against the Giants in his last start. He got knocked around, giving him 9 hits and 5 runs to the San Francisco Giants. I do think we're going to see a better performance out of him in this one. He should not allow 3 runs in this game going up against the Mariners. This is one of the worst hitting teams in the MLB, and that's been the case for the last 2 seasons. They just simply can't get on base, and when they do get on base, they can't hit anybody in. Gallen, besides his last start of the season, has been fantastic. He's still coming into this one with a 3 ERA, only giving up 9 total runs in his first 5 starts after he just gave up 5 runs to the Giants. He's also been very effective at getting himself out of some jams, striking out 32 batters this year in the 5 games. With the way Seattle has been hitting the ball this season and the past performances I've seen out of Gallen, he should be able to work at least 6 innings in this game, giving up less than 3 runs. So I'm going to take him here under 2.5 earned runs against the Mariners as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I gave out the Phillies on the money line versus the Padres, and the Phillies to score over their team total here in this game. This is basically a fade of Joe Musgrove, and I have a lot of confidence in an Aaron Nolan to back us up as well. Also going with Randy Arozarena over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs versus the White Sox. I feel like Randy, he's going to have a great game here. He might even hit a dinger for us to have an easy cash. I'm going with Kyle Harrison, under 1.5 walks allowed versus the Pirates. He is one of the best controlled pitchers in the MLB, and I expect him to show that here at home as well.
Yeah, and I'm going with the Cubbies and the Red Sox under in the first 5. 2 aces on the mound, 2 Cy Young candidates on the mound to start the season. That's going under 4.5 runs in the first 5 there. Then Brandon Nimmo, I'm going to call the shot here. He's going to have at least 2 hits against Miles McCollum. It's probably in the first 2 at-bats. He needs to get on base in this game. He's really been struggling. He's going to turn that around in this game against Miles McCollum. And then Zac Gallen, my favorite pitcher, under 2.5 earned runs going up against the Mariners. Mariners, they can't hit the ball. They've been struggling all season long. Zac Gallen's going to have a big bounce-back performance there. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB Picks and Props for Friday, April 26th slate of games. If you guys enjoy the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball, it doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,